Today's episode is brought to you by Ritual. Ritual's going to help you with your vitamin needs. Take care of that body, especially now as we start to get back out there in the world. What a great time. Also today, we're brought to you by Quip. Speaking of getting out in the world, people about to see that smile again. Heads up, you're going to have to show your teeth to people.
Uh-oh.
That's right. That's coming back, everyone. So you may want to start taking care of them again. Quip is going to help you do that. Now let's jump into this podcast.
Hello, everybody, it's time for Ghost and Crendor.
Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Live. Before our recording studio audience. Recording.
Wake your ass up, it's up, Crendor in the morning.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Crendor in the morning. Instantly fell apart.
Gorilla greetings.
Gorilla greetings. Gorilla greetings. Oh my God. Shout out to everyone last night who came and joined us for, I'm going to say, a truly great Nic Cage movie.
Oh, yeah. No, it ranks in my top 5.
Yeah, it's definitely a top 5 Cager. It was, imagine, all right. Last night, we watched Willy's Wonderland, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I guess Wonderland and Wonderworld. One's in Florida, one is in California. But, imagine a movie. Thank you, again, to everyone who came and watched. That was crazy. There were a ton of you. Imagine, if you will, a movie in which it's an hour and 28 minutes of Nic Cage not talking.
Yeah.
He said nothing the entire film. Not one word.
He said,
I can't believe... he did say and then he had like a when he drank his soda. I don't even know how to describe. Imagine someone took the plot of Five Nights at Freddys, and then instead of you, the player, being terrified, the player was Nic Cage, but he was not terrified. There was no fear. He was not running from them. The entire movie were scenes like a animatronic monster being like, I'm going to kill you, and then 3 seconds later being dead. That was the movie. Every monster. And what's crazy about this film is the entire time the rest of the people in the town who are obviously part of this ring to lure people to their death, they're watching this man get rid of their town problem. And they're like, oh, we can't handle this. We got to tie him up and feed him to the demons. And it's like, no. He's handling the problem of the demons. Just let the man handle it. No, it was that kind of movie. Yeah. It made no sense. There were moments where, like, scenes would cut, and then it would be someplace else. You'd be like, "What? How did this happen?" There's one part where a girl's like, "I'll be inside," and then it cuts to her in a ventilation system. And I think it took us a good 2 minutes to figure out what the hell happened.
Yeah, I was like, how'd she even get in there? They don't even show her getting in. That's like an important part. Like, how'd you get in here? And why is Willy's Wonderland's vent system, like, gigantic?
It was, like I said, bigger than Nakatomi Plaza. It was massive. John McClane could barely fit through, and she's almost standing as she walks through this vent system. Oh, my God. Thankfully, I'll say the best moment of my night. One of the animatronics was a crocodile or alligator or whatever it was. And the fact that Crendor was rooting for him the whole night to get kills.
He had to do it. He was like chasing him through the vent system. He's like drooling at the mouth. I'm like, this guy just wants to eat somebody. Just let him eat.
Yeah, you were rooting for him. And I, frankly, was very happy when it finally happened. It couldn't have happened to two more fully clothed kids having sex.
Oh,
teens.
yeah.
I can't say, kids is weird. Teens having sex.
It was like the tropey, like, teen, like, oh man, this is a crazy place. We gotta do it in here. And then they're like, but this is where people died. And they're like, yeah, nice.
Yeah, it is.
That was weird.
Yeah, and one of the scenes was, because it was a birthday room. Boy, I want to try to describe the plot of this movie, but there's no other plot other than it's Five Nights at Freddys. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah. Also, that girl, she didn't even walk normally ever. She always swayed.
Yeah, you know how in the movies, like horror movies, they're always the trope characters, and there's always the guy who doesn't want to be there, and he's like, let's go, and there's the girl who it's a little too overtly sexy for reasons that you're like, why? Well, those two were the lovebirds in this movie.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they just told this actress, like, okay, don't ever walk normal. Always walk like you're on a runway. Even when climbing a ladder, strut that ladder. Strut up that ladder. And so she got really turned on, I guess, by the murder room where children were killed. And she put on a birthday hat and like a birthday crown, which is already crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, oh, this is the birthday room. I want to see you in your birthday suit. And so we're like, oh, they're going to have a sex scene. Nah, they're fully clothed.
He took
It's
her
like
like
that ride
shirt
to hell.
off so she has her bra on, and like everything else was on. Like, that's not your birthday suit.
It was like that game Ride to Hell Retribution where they have a sex scene, but everyone's fully clothed. It was like that. And here's the thing. The sex scene lasted a long time.
It really
just
did.
kept going. And they would stop every once in a while and turn and look at the alligator. She was like, it's looking at us. And he's like, does that turn you on, girl? And then they go back at it. And the alligator's like, I'm going to eat these idiots.
It was the best. You got a double kill.
Meanwhile, during that scene, Nic Cage, who discovered a pinball machine in the break room, is playing the pinball machine and basically having sex with the pinball machine at the same time that the couple's having sex. It was... I'm gonna let you know, maybe one of the best things I've ever seen. It was cinematic masterpiece.
It was like, you know that the thing where that woman loves the Eiffel Tower?
Yes.
It's like that, but with the pinball machine.
There's so many things in this movie that make no sense. I will say that it is incredibly stupid on a very funny level. Like, it is not a good movie, but I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Like, it has much better acting than, say, The Room, but it reminded me of The Room. And that things happen that make no sense. The monsters are not threatening at all. Nothing about them is threatening. Nic Cage easily dispatches them without any question. The funniest part of the movie is, just like Five Nights at Freddys, you get a break. Like, there's, whenever the hour switches, the movie is... like has an hour countdown, but it's done through Nic Cage's breaks when he drinks a soda. And so monsters are terrorizing these teens. Bing! Oh, break time. He leaves, literally leaves the action, goes, drinks, plays pinball. Bing! Goes back on the clock and then murders monsters again. Hilarious. The best bit in the entire movie. It only gets funnier with time. Amazing. Still not one word said by Nic Cage the entire film.
If you want to watch with us from when we watched it, you can just go to the Jesse Cox VOD and then just sync yourself up, and then you just watch. Then it's like you're watching.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. If you and your friends want to go and watch, I guess you could. I'll keep it on Twitch. So on twitch.tv/Jesse Cox, I'll keep it there because there's comments of other people watching.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's probably more fun than me being like, it's on YouTube. Because then you can't see all the comments of other people watching it along with us.
Yeah, I think it's definitely more fun that way.
Yeah, it was a riot. There was so many fun things that happened. Everyone reacted the exact same way. People were just like, what? The ending? Nonsense. Everything about this movie is nonsense. And I love it. Frankly, I love it.
Yeah, no, it was... I would say out of all the Nic Cage movies I've seen, it'd probably be like... I still got National Treasure at number 1. And then I'd probably put the Mom and Dad up there. But this is like this might be 3 or 4. Easily.
Yeah, I'd have to have The Rock in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah, The Rock.
And Con Air. Love Con Air.
All right, this could be 5. I'd put it at 5.
Yeah, this can be 5. Yeah.
But that's still pretty good.
For sure. Yeah, he's got a lot of great movies. This one, it definitely for me didn't top Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad gave us Crazy Cage.
Oh, yeah.
And Crazy Selma Blair, which were very good. The two of them together, love that combination. I want more of it. We discovered the movie took $5 million to make. So now I know that I have to have at least $5 million to get Nic Cage on my film. He had no speaking lines. So
no
I
speaking lines, but like they still had to pay for Freebird. That's $500,000.
They did pay for free. By the way, this movie 99% of the movie is original songs. They have a happy birthday song they created. They have a song about the actual restaurant they created. They have all these other songs created that they play in the background from a jukebox or whatever, right? Mm. But for some reason, at the end of this film, when it's over, they play the actual song "Freebird." I can't figure it out. I couldn't figure out why they were like, "Let's spend money on it. It's time. We have to get Freebird in this film." I don't know. I'm gonna let you know right now. Having made games and used indie band songs in our games, the amount of money that costs, I can't imagine what Freebird cost them to use.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's got to be like $500,000 right there. So you got $4 million Nic Cage, $500,000 to the song, and then everyone else gets the other half for like literally
everyone else
everything.
got day rates. Yeah, they got SAG rates.
You get $50.
I mean, because they didn't put it into costumes. Some of the costumes they like the big Willy. The big Willy, that looked good. Boy, I just made that even worse. That big Willy looked very good. But everything else was like the fairy girl. She was just a woman with a mask on.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an animatronic. She's a lady in a mask.
It's now I'm looking at everybody on IMDb because I'm like, I gotta see, like, are these other actors like doing anything?
The black dude who was like the guy who was kind of like, I don't want to be here. What is his name? I guess it doesn't matter.
Let's say, is it Bobby? He's the one that got killed by the gator, though. But there's
yes, the guy who got killed by the gator. IMDb. The guy who got killed by the baiter.
Hill.
The baiter? The guy who was the boyfriend of the guy who was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to. That guy, that actor, I've seen him in numerous other places. Like, he's been in a bunch of other shows and things that I've seen, and he's very good. Like, he's a good actor. And so, yeah, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Oh, he's in Cobra Kai and stuff. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So he was, he's a fine actor.
There's the main
old lady.
girl.
Yeah, I don't know Emily Tosta. I don't know what she's been in.
She's been in Party of Five, Tito, Piece of Heaven.
Oh, she was in Mayans. Interesting.
The Mayans.
Yeah, that's like the motorcycle show.
I haven't heard.
Okay, well, but yeah, I guess that's it. The one woman who was the sheriff, I felt like she was 100% the best actor of everyone.
Oh yeah.
Beth Grant. What have you done?
She's had to have been around.
Oh, she was in a ton. She was in Speed and Donnie Darko and No Country for... Yeah.
God,
There's a reason why I was like, she was in Little Miss Sunshine. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a reason she seems like a great actor. Because she's done a lot of work. That makes sense.
Yeah, she's been doing stuff since 1979.
Yeah, comparatively to everyone else in the cast.
She was characters in The Golden Girls.
That's what I'm saying. She definitely has like acting chops. Yeah, you can tell the difference between the kid actors, or the teen actors who have like 3 or 4 credits, and her, where she's just done a lot of work. It's very obvious.
She was in Coach. Okay. She was in Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Hell yes.
Oh my God.
She's great. I love her.
Yeah, she was really good. Then there was
Hold on. What was Rick Wright's was Tex McAdoo is his character's name. I forgot that was that character's name. Tex McAdoo. What has he done?
Tex McAdoo.
He was in MacGyver. Oh, the 2018 version. He was in Law and Order Special Victims Unit. He was in, I'm trying to think. Oh, he was in Turn, that show that was on AMC. Oh, he was in Quantum Break. Oh, interesting. A lot of it, Drop Dead Divas. My Parents, My Sister, and Me. A lot of shows I simply don't know. I'm sure someone out there is like, oh yeah. Not a clue. He was on Dawson's Creek. I do know of Dawson's Creek. Yo, he was on In the Heat of the Night. Damn, that's a 1989 stuff.
What the shit?
Oh, wow. Okay, so he's been doing it for a while, too. So he definitely has, like... I knew there was a reason why when Tex McAdoo showed up, I was like, I like this Tex McAdoo character.
What the shit? Wait.
My favorite is Siren Sarah. When you go down far enough, you see the people who were the animatronics.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, these are the
Now
the
that's
good
the
stuff.
job.
Yeah. Jessica Graves Davis. What has Jessica Graves Davis done? Like stuff. Girl's done stuff. Nothing
done
quite
stuff.
as good as Siren Sarah, but like she's done stuff.
I like how the one guy in their party who was like the nerdy kid isn't even like up here.
Maybe we just don't know who he is because he doesn't have glasses.
That's possible. But you would think he'd show up here. He didn't really say anything. They were just like, "Did you grow this weed?" And he's like, "Of course I did." It's like all he said.
Oh, jeez. I think I see him on here, but I can't be sure because they all look. None of them look like that character. They all look like all their headshots. None of them look like it.
The girl that struts around was in Sunrise in Heaven, so she went, and that played. Here's the plot. After a car crash leaves her husband on life support, a woman must find strength in her faith as she faces the prospect of his death. So she went from that to being like the girl strutting around being like, "Let's do it in the room over here."
I'm really turned on by the fact that people were murdered there. So many dead kids.
That's such a contrast in roles.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. She definitely like has that vibe.
She's
like
also
the,
got
old
like
timey.
500,000 followers on Instagram. So maybe she's just an Instagram girl.
It's quite possible that could be.
They were
Her
like,
first
"Hey."
credit was 2018, so I mean maybe.
Yeah, they're probably, "This girl's big on Instagram. We'll get the Instagram audience."
Maybe that's it.
Looking at her Instagram comments, they definitely would like that.
They thirsty as hell.
Although
These
one
comments.
dude said hated it. Only good thing was Nic Cage. I disagree. I think it was all around interesting film.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nic Cage barely did anything.
Yeah. So that was
Well,
that was
I mean,
pretty
bless.
much that.
Yeah, that was the movie.
Yeah. What else you do this week?
I'm trying to think. Like, I can't remember what I did this morning. I went out with my parents to go get some dim sum. That was delicious.
Oh.
It was very nice.
I like dim
actually
sum.
we went to an actual restaurant. It was wild. I have my shots. They got their shots. It was great.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah, it
actually
was
got we met up with our one friend and got Korean food, and it was the first time we'd seen him in like over a year.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like reconnecting to people. Like, let's do it. It was very nice. And then we kind of just hung out for a little bit. And my mom was like, for my birthday, I want to do something. And we're like, what do you want to do? And she's like, not dinner. And we're like, okay, what do you want to do? She's like, something different. I'm like, okay, and so the usual me trying to decipher my mom.
Is that
She's
what
like,
you ended on dim sum?
No, that's for my birthday.
Oh, I see.
That's for my birthday coming up here. Because our birthdays are like a few days apart. We just kind of, get it all out of the way. We're like, yeah, let's get it out of the way. So yeah, that's what we did there. I mean, honestly, this week, it just seemed like a blur. I had so much going on that I would get up, do stuff, immediately go try to record Scary Game Squad things, come home, pass out, wake up the next day, go through a bunch of meetings on things, get up, leave, this week flew by. And I was just like, yep, I am really tired. But with that said, I did have like my ego boosted. It was pretty great. I went to a Starbucks. So we have a new employee at the office. And I was showing her around, giving her sort of the lay of the land. And I was like, I need a drink. So I stopped at Starbucks. And while I was there, the lady behind the register was like, I just want to say I'm a huge fan of Scary Game Squad. And I was like, oh, she did it in front of the new employee? I was like, yeah, I'm the biggest wiener in the world, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like strutting out of there. I was strutting like that girl in the movie. I was like, it was amazing. I need more of that. It's fine if people like say stuff to you when you're by yourself. It's like, oh, thank you. But I need people to wait till I'm with someone else. Then it's awesome. Then I'm like, yeah, hell yeah.
Now when I saw that tweet, and when you tweeted it, you said, "Dear woman at Starbucks who told me she loved Scary Game Squad while I was showing a new employee around. Your check's in the mail." But the way you tweeted it sounded like you were working at Starbucks.
Yeah, I know. Well, here's the thing. It's been a rough year for all of us.
That's true.
It's been a rough year. Sometimes you just gotta take a second job. Here's the thing. I work at Starbucks because they wouldn't. Who am I kidding? They wouldn't take me. I'm not nearly cool enough to work at Starbucks. Everyone who works at Starbucks is way too hip for me.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely
except for the one at my grocery store. They're pretty down to earth.
The thing is, like, whenever I go to the in-store Starbucks things, I feel like they're not as good, but it might just be a placebo of me being like, this isn't a true Starbucks.
I agree. I think things that are, in a grocery store, in a mall, in a whatever, are not nearly as good as like the standalone Starbucks. I agree with that.
Like,
but it's also way more convenient.
It is more convenient.
Way more convenient.
It's like sometimes if you just want like a coffee, and then you're like, all right, can I get a coffee? Like whenever I would get one from a store place, like either they didn't make it as good because they'd have like water to coffee ground ratio off, or like it's been sitting there all day and it doesn't, it's not right. But when you're at the actual Starbucks or wherever, it's like, oh man, they just brew this every couple hours and you're still going good.
I mean, you figured they would. This is always the thing I've heard, is that people are like, well, this Starbucks is not as good as this. And this. It's literally, it seems like the simplest formula you could do, right? Am I a crazy person? Couldn't it simply just be a ratio of this? It's all math. This to this plus this, and then you, right?
But like that goes for like a lot of places. Like people will be like, oh, this Chipotle is better than this Chipotle, or like this place is better than this.
But that's different.
Why?
There's so many factors there. There's a million factors there when it comes to meat and the person who grilled it and all these different things. Coffee, to me, if you're Starbucks, wouldn't you, like, most of it is I mean, unless you're getting a pour over, most of it's machine based, right? And I feel like there should be some sort of symmetry between all of it, like a training or a timer or so. I don't know. I know I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. The internet doesn't have to tell me this, but I feel like it should be easier and more consistent across the board.
Well, maybe like in the morning, they're better at doing it. So like, all right, getting the shift going. Maybe later they had a bad day or something. It's like rushing through it. Like, all right, put the thing in the thing, put it in. Like, it could just be that type of factor.
I mean, it's possible. I don't know.
Either way, I haven't had Starbucks coffee in like forever because I've just been making it at home.
Well, that's true. Unless I'm out and I'm like, I'm slowly falling apart out here, I gotta make most of my coffee at home in the morning. I'm like, let's do this thing. I got places to be.
Yeah, that's why I just oh my god, great coffee, Trader Joe's French roast. Good stuff.
Is that true?
Yes, Trader Joe's organic French roast. All right, comes in the big tin, and it's great. Love it. Probably one of my favorite coffees. Hey, it's only like $8 or $9.
What about like I don't know, like a Lavazza?
Shit you just say to me?
You know that coffee? That's like the Italian coffee?
Oh, I know what you're
talking about. It looks like it says Lavazzi.
Yeah, the mountain. It's got like a little mountain.
Yeah.
Lava. Yeah, Laves, lava. God.
Lavazzi. I like that coffee. I think it's very good.
Yeah, I think I've had that one. It's all right. The thing is, like, usually I've had a lot of coffees, and there's, like, some pretty good ones, but, like, Trader Joe's organic French roast, you get a lot of it. It's like $9, and it tastes good. So it's, like, and it's organic or whatever. I don't even know if it's, like, truly organic, but I'm like, it's probably got less pesticides on it. So I'm like, screw it, I'll buy it.
The implication here is that I'd have to go to Trader Joe's, and that's always a hassle.
Well,
even though there's one right by my home, going there is always a pain in the ass.
Why?
Because everything about it. Everything
What?
about Trader Joe's, especially in LA, is like almost as bad as going to Whole Foods.
What's wrong with Trader Joe's?
I don't know. It's always just a pain in the ass every time I go.
I
I'm
want to
always
know
like,
what the pain in the ass is.
all right. From the moment I get there, traffic getting into the parking lot, pain in the ass.
Okay.
Finding a spot, pain in the ass. Finding a cart, pain in the ass. Going inside, dealing with people who are like, the aisles are smaller.
The aisles are small.
And so people who do that, like, I'm going to stand here and look after every single item until I find the one that I want. Those people make it, like, they make it 10 times worse than the normal grocery store because you can at least kind of get around them. But these dudes are just like, they don't have the right almond butter. Hold on, let me see if they have the right almond butter. No, they don't have it. What other butters do they have? And you're like, go! Go! That's a pain in the ass. Then trying to, like, in your mind, you know what you want. Like, if you're not a Trader Joe-er or whatever the hell, you can know in your mind what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But trying to find it in there it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, you know what you're looking for. You know where it should be. It's just not there. It's just not there. And then you'll see someone checking out with it. And you're like, where'd you find that? Like, oh, that was in this aisle. And you're like, why would it be there? It's like that kind of experience. I hate it. I hate the Trader Joe's. The stuff they have there is fine. There's a lot of great things. Like, that's where we first found our weird cookie butter speculoos stuff.
Yeah.
Great. There's so many weird, fun things there. However, the experience, pain in the ass. It's just as bad as when I talk about going to Costco. Costco, pain in the ass.
Now, Costco, I'll say yeah, because it's like crazy in there, and you got like big ass things of items, and I don't know. But like Trader Joe's, usually when I go to Trader Joe's, I'll go like once a week, and I like get my specific things. So I get my oatmeal there. I get like a thing of the peanut butter cups, the little small one, and then I'll get like I got like reduced sodium turkey. Can't have a lot of sodium, so I get that.
Gotta reduce it. Gotta reduce
Reduce it. I'll usually get Toaster Woman one of the frozen pasta things. She likes that. And then gosh, I get like my walnuts there. They got good walnuts. There's like a couple other things, but like I know where it all is, and it doesn't move. So I don't know why you go in there and they're moving things around.
Because you go there once a week, you said.
Yeah.
I go there once, maybe a year.
Well, there's your problem.
Maybe.
You don't go
Well,
enough.
and that's what I'm saying, is I don't like know. But the things that I expect to be places, like a normal grocery store would have in certain places, they do not. And it's that kind of frustration that I'm like, I could just go back to my other grocery store.
And then usually,
Why bother?
but then I also go to Whole Foods once a week too. So it's like specialized things. So like you go to the normal grocery store for all your normal stuff, but then there's like a few like specialized things they only got at those places.
I'm like, if I don't find it at the grocery store, I ain't gonna have it this week.
Like Whole Foods, there's like a berry jam spread, but they use like good berries and it's got less sugar in it. It's got a bear on it. It's great.
A berry jam bread? What the hell did you just say?
No, it's like a berry jam with a bear on it. It's called Crofters. All right.
It's a berry jam. Okay, so it's a jam, is what you're saying, and then you get bread with it.
There's no. Well, I put it on bread. I get like sourdough bread, but I get that from the normal grocery store. So I'm not gonna buy their like crazy Whole Foods bread. That shit goes bad in like one day.
That is true. I'm like,
I'll eat the pesticides if I don't have to buy more.
Yeah. Every time I get any kind of loaf of bread from a grocery store, it is the next day. I'm like, is that mold? How is this possible?
I know, it's crazy.
Like, you didn't eat it fast enough, fool. And you're like, but what?
It's been a day.
What?
See, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
one.
No, thank you.
I linked it. It's Berry Harvest Organic Crofters. All right.
And the organic berry harvest premium spread. It does have a bear. That's the saddest bear I've ever seen.
He's not sad. He's just concerned you're taking his berries.
That is a meme-worthy sad bear. And he's like, they took all my berries. I've got nowhere left to eat in the forest.
But hey, it's got 33% less sugar than a preserve, and it's got like it's got all the berries. It's got strawberry, blueberry, blackberry, raspberry puree.
Is it? It's not chunky. Is it? It's like a spread. Yes.
It's more of a spread. It's got some like some little like berry chunks in there, but they're like mashed down.
Sure. I would imagine, because if you have strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberry, like all of the berries, there's no way it'd be chunky. It'd be out of control.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, I like that because it's like a little bit different from all the other jellies and stuff, so I like that one. I feel like it's a bit healthier, even if it isn't healthy. And then I get I'll get like some oranges, so I like some of their produce. And then usually if I buy like meat, I'll get it from Whole Foods because I like their like meat section. Like get a steak there. And that's like it. I mean, otherwise you're going to spend like $100 by like 10 items.
Well, that's why I don't like Whole Foods, because it's too expensive.
Well, that's why you only go there once a week and buy specific things.
I'm telling you, I don't know, man. I don't like any. I don't. Maybe I just don't like grocery shopping. Maybe I'm like, what if I didn't? But when I go, I enjoy because I know what I'm looking for. Like I never go grocery shopping just to like, let's see what they have.
See, I like grocery shopping. I'm a fan.
I go in with like an objective. I'm like, I gotta get this. If I don't have an objective, I'm gonna end up buying like, do I need 6 bags of chips? Yeah, I guess. But they're all different. Like, well, I gotta have this bag of chips because I like this crunch, and this one's a nice barbecue flavor, but this one's spicy, and that's what goes through my head. I'm a crazy person.
I mean, I get, but like. I guess I don't know. I like going to the grocery store because I don't know why I like going to the grocery store. Now I think about it. I just like it.
I don't like. I think you just like going places because it gets you outside.
That's true. I do.
Because every time you talk about like, I like going to insert anything, you're like, I don't know why I like going there.
That's true. I go to I go to a lot of stores, I guess. Grocery store, container store, pet store, bookstore. I don't know. I just like it.
But why? What do you get out of it?
I like the experience. And then I also get, maybe I get food. Maybe I get a book. Maybe I get a container.
Describe the experience to me. What is the experience? What does that mean? You like just going out and seeing people? Like, tell me this.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything
You just
from
said,
me?
tell me this.
Yeah, tell me the experience.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something after it.
No.
Okay, so sometimes it's just to, like, see people and whatever, but, like, the store could be empty. I don't care. It's like container store. You walk in. First, you're hit with that, like, container store smell. Right?
I mean, you've described this to me, and that's just toxic chemicals, but yeah.
But it's a specific...
That's just toxic plastic chemicals.
It's a specific toxic chemical smell that gives you good feelings. And then you walk through, and it's just like, looking at all the things, and it's very organized already, so it gives you a good feeling of, like, everything's organized here. And that alone is just, like, a nice calming sensation. And then you're like, maybe I might buy something here, but maybe I won't. We'll see. You just walk around, look at everything, and then, I mean, that's really it. It's more of the environment, and it's like the journey. You're on the journey through that store, and then sometimes that journey ends in buying something, sometimes it doesn't. But overall, you're like, I'm glad I took that journey.
I'm glad that you can say going to a container store is a journey. Like, that says a lot about you as a person. You're like, yeah, today I accepted a quest to go to the container store.
Well, it's like the same at the grocery store. You walk around, you're like, I might need that. I might buy that. But maybe we got enough of that at home. Maybe I don't want to eat too much of that. I won't buy it. And you like go up and down, and you like check, and you're like, all right. Or like, maybe I'll buy that tomorrow or something.
I genuinely, and I mean this, I truly hope that when you leave to go do stuff, Toast is like, where are you going? And much like Bilbo Baggins, you reply, I'm going on an adventure! And you run away. I truly hope that for you.
I mean, we have a list where it's like a grocery list and a like item list, and she'll just like update it like need sweet potatoes. And then I'm like, all right, and I go get them.
I love that. I love that. But I mean this. I need you one day to be like, I'm going on an adventure, and
Honestly,
then run out.
If I was any character in a thing, I'd probably be Bilbo Baggins.
I think you would be.
It all lines up. I like being home, but I also like going out into like the town, but I don't like going outside the town. But when I do, like go on a big adventure, like travel somewhere, I'm like, that was pretty fun, but I don't want to do it. But then if I did it again, I'd enjoy it, and then I'd come back and be like, but I don't want to do it again.
Oh yeah, no, you'd definitely be the guy who causes a massive war though in the process. You'd meet a bunch of drunks, which, you know, me and my fellow dwarves would be like, "Hey, what's going on, Crendor?"
Yep, Alex Fasciani.
Yeah, all of us bearded nerds showing up like, "Eh." We'd be your dwarves, and then for some reason we start a war.
Yeah.
A war between multiple factions, and yeah. And then you get to go home. Everyone dies, so you get to go home. That's how it works.
I'd go back to the container store.
Yep.
And I mean, outside all those places, now I just go to the gym.
And that's not an adventure. That's to prepare you for the adventure.
Yeah. No, the gym is that's just part of me now. Like, even when people are like, oh, I gotta, things I gotta get done. Like, these are must get done. It's gotta work out, gotta do things. I don't even have to plan to work out. Like, if I don't work out, it already bothers me. I'm like, I didn't work out today, I gotta work out tomorrow. Like, it's that ingrained in me now.
Yeah, me too.
Yesterday did leg day. It was a good leg day.
Yeah. No, leg day for me as well.
Leg day, a little bit of cardio in there. It's good stuff.
Oh, yeah. So much leg day.
Calf raises.
Cardio. Yep. I did it. Me too. I understand what you mean.
That's a little bit of a fun time for me. Plus, I've also been playing. Let's see, I got my classic WoW fishing to max. Or no, I got my cooking to max.
I saw your weird adventures online.
Yep. I got my epic warlock mount.
Yeah. Saw that too.
Yep.
Yep.
See, I keep advancing in the Blood Bowl playoffs, so that's pretty neat. Mm-hmm. Did a couple Magic drafts. It was pretty fun.
What else have you done this week that was like better than what I've done?
Painted some Warhammer.
That's I don't know. That's better. It's something else.
I don't know. I mean, I'd rather paint Warhammer than do what you did.
I mean, that's true. But like, I don't know. If I painted Warhammer, I'd be like, oh, I'm terrible at this. I'd stress about it.
Why?
'Cause I want it to look good. Not like the trash that I normally make.
Yeah, but like, who you trying to impress?
Me. I'm trying to impress me with my own ability. I'd be more disappointed than anyone else. I'd be like, this is trash. I have to look at it every day.
Huh. I think you got too many perfectionistic tendencies.
I mean, yes, that's true.
I don't.
But I also want it to be cool. I'd rather just give someone some money to paint it. Be like, you've trained your life for this.
No. It's I mean, Warhammer, painting, gaming. It's grocery shopping. That's the life.
Warhammer, painting, gaming.
We're working
Warhammer, painting, gaming.
We're working out.
Yeah, I feel that.
And hey, you know what? I didn't have to go to the doctor this week, so that's a win.
Yeah, all wins. Everything seems to be coming up great for you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Not for me, but that's amazing. I can't remember what I did this week, but that's fine.
Sometimes that's just part of getting older.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the reminder. Here I am, hopeful that it's like, well, because I did so much this week, I just can't remember everything that I did. What a great week. And you're like, nah, you just old man. Like, okay.
I mean, part of the reason I remember what I did is just from like looking at my Twitch and YouTube, being like, oh yeah, I played Magic. Otherwise, I probably
Well,
would have forgot too.
You got to cheat. I was put on the spot. I was like,
That's true.
I didn't do jack shit this week. And you're like, well, let me see what I did. Ah, yes.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Trader Joe's has a Cajun Alfredo pasta sauce.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I don't. I have never not cared about a thing so much.
Cajun Alfredo.
All right. Well, speaking of something that you should buy, hey,
Ew.
we, by we I mean all of us, but mostly the two of us, we all deserve to know what we're putting on our bodies. You know, Crendor, that's his whole thing now. He's like, no salt for me.
Yep.
Especially when it comes to something we take every single day, like a vitamin, right?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Ritual has clean, vegan-friendly multivitamins formulated with high-quality nutrients available in bioavailable forms for your body that you can actually use. What you won't find in there is sugars, GMOs, major allergens, synthetic fillers, and artificial colorants. And it has a fresh taste that's kind of like I don't know, it has like a minty vibe. Every time I take one of, like, I open up the bottle, I get hit with like a psh of mint scent. It's one of those things where it's nice to know where everything comes from, right? So like in the men's formula, they literally will say like, you're getting your boron from Illinois, or you're getting your zinc from Ogden, Utah, right? Or you're getting your folates from Italy. And they will say like, well, you know, the omega-3s you're getting from Canada, well, that's from microalgae. Or, you know, the K2 is like a non-soy form from Norway, right? And they have all, I mean, they got this figured out. It's wonderful. And it's good to know that it isn't just like omega-7 XD42 M6 nitrate. And you're like, what the hell? And they actually do show you everything along the way, which I think is amazing. Anyway, enough of me rambling about that. Now it is available for women, men, teens, you name it. Ritual multivitamins are scientifically developed to help support different stages of life. And the best part, your multivitamins are delivered to your door every month with free shipping. Always. You can start, snooze, or cancel your subscription at any time. And if you don't love Ritual within your first month, they'll refund your first order. Get key nutrients without all the BS. Ritual is offering you right now listening 10% off your first 3 months. If you go to ritual.com/Cox and start your Ritual today. So please, by all means, go to ritual.com/Cox and start that Ritual for better health today. Also today, we're brought to you by Quip. Speaking of better health, Quip is out there putting in the work, trying to get you to treat your mouth better and take care of your teeth. Obviously, you know about the toothbrush, you know about the floss. We have been hyping up the gum lately. That's right. Currently, right now, one of the best things that, you know, dentists have recommended for a while is that chewing gum after you eat a meal, especially sugar-free gum, for 20 minutes or so is really good for your oral health. It kind of like gets up in there and gets all the gunk. And gum is already something people are using to relieve stress, curb appetites, and most importantly, freshen their breath. So this can be an integral part of any healthy oral care routine. So Quip has once again come through for all of us with a new gum that's actually good for your oral health and comes with a dispenser that will remind you of those one-click candy things you loved as a kid. Wink. Quip gum can help prevent cavities and freshen breath when chewed for 20 minutes after eating. It's sugar-free. It has tooth-friendly xylitol with 0 calories. And to satisfy your taste buds, it actually has a really long-lasting mint flavor. This crunchy outer layer. I love the crunchy outer layer on gums. I love when they do that. It has a slim, travel-ready dispenser available in 5 colors, metal or plastic. And you can pack it and take 10 pieces with you wherever you want to go at any given time. Fits in a purse or a pocket. It's great. And the best part is, in the world that we're in right now, you don't even have to let other people touch it. You can just pop it open and drop one into their hand. It's great. You can also add a gum refill plan, which is the gift that keeps on giving year-round. Quip's customizable subscription lets you chew more and share more at your own pace. Plus, the more you buy, the more you save with bulk discounts on gum packs. Obviously, it is not a substitute for brushing or flossing, but it is a great support system for your oral health. Pair it with a Quip electronic toothbrush for adults or kids, refillable floss, and more great products. In addition to gum packs, Quip also delivers fresh brush head, floss, and toothpaste refills every 3 months from $5. Shipping is free, so you can save money and skip the misery of in-store purchases. Right now, go to getquip.com/Crendor and get a free plastic dispenser with any refill plan. That's a free Get Quip plastic dispenser if you go to getquip.com/Crendor. That's GETQUIP.com/Crendor. You can also find the Quip electronic toothbrush, refillable floss, and more in your oral care aisle at your local Walmart. Quip, the good habits company. All right, Crendor, let's go shopping ourselves in the sky. Crendor, how's the traffic out there?
Oh man, it's getting crazy out here. It's getting to be summertime. People are all vaccinated. People are going out. People are going crazy. Pretty much anywhere you go, you're going to be in traffic. Doesn't matter if you're walking, biking, boating, floating, flying, buying. Other words, everywhere. It's going to be backed up.
Other similar words.
It's going to be backed up. So, just watch out for that traffic and be prepared to wait. Back to you.
All right, Crendor, let's go over to weather. Are you on a UFO? What is happening?
I started doing that and it sounded weird, so I just kept doing it.
It did sound weird. It sounded like you were about to take off. We were about to lose you to another reality.
Let's see.
What was happening?
Looking at the old, I'm gonna see if there's any good recommendations down here. Someone recommends Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
I mean, I recommend that.
There it is, Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Yes, go on.
Currently in Intercourse, 60 degrees, partly cloudy, 51% chance of rain through 8 p.m. It feels like 59. You got a 30.24-inch pressure. You got 64% humidity, 10-mile visibility, 9-mile-an-hour winds going to the east. 5:48 a.m. sunrise, 8:14 p.m. sunset. You got that waxing crescent moon popping up in the night for the 10-day. Monday, partly cloudy, 75. You got Tuesday, 79, mostly sunny. Wednesday.
So oddly specific. The waxing crescent moon, like anyone needs to know that information.
Somebody probably does. One person's waiting to hear the moon phase.
We're going to get a message like, I love the moon phase.
My day is ruined if they skip the moon phase.
Every time they skip it, I get really disappointed.
Tuesday, 79, mostly sunny. Wednesday, 84, mostly sunny. Thursday, 85, mostly cloudy. Friday, 85, mostly cloudy. And Saturday, 89, isolated thunderstorms. So, wowee, it's getting hot over in Intercourse.
Wowee, it's getting hot.
It's getting hot in Intercourse.
Yep.
That's the weather.
All right, let's go to sports.
Let's see. Actually, is there anything in Intercourse?
What?
Like,
What does
there's
that
gotta
mean?
be
Is
some like thing in Intercourse, Pennsylvania, right?
That's what? Sports related or just existing?
Just existing. So usually we'll check it out. See, like, hey, is there something going on there?
I just didn't want to have to keep saying intercourse over and over again.
That's a good point. Hold on. I'm just gonna Google image something, see what happens.
15 best things to do in intercourse.
Looks like there's Amish people there. The Intercourse
Yep, here we
Pretzel
go.
Factory.
This is it. This is the 15 best things to do in intercourse. Number 1, the old candle barn. Candles, I love them. You'll love this place too with some unique aromas to choose from. The candle bar. Number 1. The candle barn is number 1.
That's number 1.
Number 2, Immergut soft pretzels.
There it is, the pretzels.
Her lemonade is amazing too. Goes perfect with a pretzel. Number 3, the American Military Edged Weapon Museum. So, only swords, I guess, which, Americans are known for. Then number 4 is Lehman's Covered Bridge.
Ooh.
Yep.
Lehman's Covered Bridge.
Yep.
All right.
The Old Country Store is a place you should stop by. Most of these are buggy rides or stagecoach rides. Ooh, this is where I want to go.
What?
The Kitchen Kettle Village.
Ooh.
There's a place there called Jam and Relish Kitchen. Oh, my God. The Jam and Relish Kitchen. Yo, this place established 1954. What's the food look like? Oh, my God. What the hell? It's all jams and relishes. That's true. But it's like also they got moon pies and pies and pretzels.
Hey, this place sounds crazy. It's like an old-timey shop.
Yeah, I like old-timey shops.
Get your moon pies for a nickel.
Get your moon pie. Yeah, I like that. I go there.
Hell yeah.
This definitely seems like a place white people go to, like, be hipsters for a little bit, because there's another place there called the Olive Basin, and all they do is sell olives. If you live in a town where all you sell, like, you have a store that only sells olives and a store that only sells jams, that's like a white people weekend location. Oh yeah, there's a place that only sells, like, it's the Waltz Vineyards or the Old Woodshed.
Well, it's like any Amish town.
Yeah, absolutely. This is definitely, this is for sure. Like, oh, let's go see the Amish this weekend, Harold.
If we're going, I want to go to intercourse.
I'm going to intercourse.
Now that's the weather.
All right, see, we did it. Now, sports.
Buckle up, folks. We've got playoffs. They're finally here in basketball and hockey. Taking a look at the NBA standings. They are going into the playoffs right now. It appears to be the Utah Jazz at the number 1 seed. The Suns at the 2 seed. Oh, I confirm. I got to go to the actual NBA site. We got to see this. Here we go. All right, so we've got... Get out of here, thing. Utah Jazz, 1 seed. Although I don't know if they're playing later or not. Phoenix Suns at the 2. Denver at the 3. Clippers at the 4, Dallas at the 5, Portland at the 6. You got the Lakers at the 7, and the Warriors at the 8. And you got Memphis at 9 and San Antonio at 10. But now there's a play-in tournament. They got some crazy rules now. So the 9 and there used to be only 8 seeds. Now there's 10. But the 9 and 10 play each other, and the winner goes on to play the loser of the 7 and 8 seeds. And the winner of that gets to be the 8 seed, while the 8-7-8 seed winner gets to be the 7 seed. It sounds more complicated
What
than
did you say? What the hell did you just say?
It sounds more complicated than it is. But it's a way for them to get more teams
It did sound complicated. You're correct. You are correct. It sounded complicated.
Yeah, so pretty much the only lock-ins are the 1 through 6 teams. If you're outside of that, you got to play some wacky ball. Over on the East, you got the 76ers, you got the Nets, you got the Bucks, you got the Knicks, you got the Hawks, you got the Heat, and then you got the Boston Celtics, the Washington Wizards, the Indiana Pacers, and the Charlotte Hornets. So today's the final day of the NBA regular season, so those are going to be some crazy playoff games starting on May 20. Oh no, the play-in starts on the 18th. Wowee. And then the playoffs are the 22nd. Over in hockey. Looks
I
like
actually watched the Steelers lose today, and that sucked.
you mean the Penguins.
Ooh, boy.
Those Pittsburgh Steelers on ice. That's a
They
crazy
were bad.
show.
Yeah, I mean, that's why they lost. Yeah.
So yeah, right now, in the playoffs, we've got the Washington Capitals taking on the Boston Bruins, and the Washington Capitals beat them in overtime. They take the 1-0 series lead. Pittsburgh lost to the Islanders in overtime, and the Minnesota Wild beat the Vegas Golden Knights in overtime. Every game went to overtime. That's pretty crazy. And then
I guess that's good, right?
Yeah, it's more
everyone's
exciting.
Pretty evenly matched. Yeah.
Yeah, it's even. It's exciting. That's the way it is. And then Calgary and Vancouver keep playing because they had to miss some games because of COVID, but neither of them are making the playoffs, so they're kind of just playing for no reason. And then St. Louis, Colorado going to be starting up. That's a good series. Got Nashville, Carolina, and Tampa Bay and Florida. So a lot of crazy games. Then Winnipeg and Edmonton are going to be taking on each other in the playoffs, and Montreal and Toronto in the Canada, the old Canada battle.
Yeah?
Got her,
Canada.
Canada up there, eh? So, yeah, that should be... I always like hockey playoffs. Actually, I like hockey and basketball playoffs because it's 7-game series, so, like, the teams slowly just start to hate each other by game 3 because you just keep playing them over and over.
Yeah, I had my dad had like an epiphany today. I guess he probably knows this, but he said it out loud, which was quite fun. Where he was like, I always forget that these are guys playing at like full speed, but also on skates. It's like when you think about it, hockey's crazy.
Yeah, hockey is crazy.
It's fun to watch because it's like soccer, but they were like, let's make it violent. And I love that. I love that.
I know, I do too. Big fan. It's honestly, like in hockey playoffs, probably one of my favorite things to watch just in general. It could be any teams. But and then baseball, it's still going. It's gonna be going all summer, and that's gonna be the only thing. So we'll end up focusing on that a bit. Let's see. How about how are the Olympics doing? Are they still going? Olympics.
I heard it.
Organizers plan to make the Olympics happen. 60% say Tokyo Olympics should be canceled. I mean, I don't mind if they have it if just nobody's there, but I feel like they want people there. But I don't know. I don't know. It seems like they're still going through with it.
You're asking questions I have no answers to. Yeah, it seems like they're still doing it, but I don't know.
I think they want to do it because they built all this shit and put money into it, and they don't want to just like be like, all right, well, tear it all down.
Yeah, after a certain point, it's gonna be time to move on to the next Olympics. So like, they have to do it.
Yeah. So I mean, they want to get everyone vaccinated, like all the athletes and stuff. That's probably the best thing you can do. Is just do that and then hope it works out. And then football, some like training camp stuff started. That's pretty neat. And sports.
Okay, what is our big... Nope, never mind. What is the weird fact you're going to tell us first?
Thank you. You've got it now.
You're welcome.
Your random fact of the day. Tornadoes can cause fish rain.
What? Oh, because they like suck up the fish from the water?
Yeah, tornadoes can develop over water just as well as they can over land. When they do, they're called water spouts. And they suck up large amounts of lake or seawater as well as whatever's swimming in that water. If the water spout travels onto land and the wind decreases, there's nowhere for those fish to go but down. As far as we know, there's no tornado powerful enough to pick up sharks, but a fish-nado is entirely possible.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt there's probably a shark somewhere in a tornado.
It'd be like little sharks.
Yeah, like, you have to imagine if a tornado can blow a human around.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, it's probably not giant sharks, but like a couple mini sharks.
Yeah.
They're probably...
And a couple mini sharks in a trench coat together, that's one giant shark.
Yeah. That's your random fact of the day.
All right, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Florida woman posed as student to promote her Instagram.
Several questions, but I'll let you handle this.
Investigators said Audrey Francisquini, 28, snuck onto the campus of Miami area high school and handed out pamphlets printed with her Instagram account.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So she was like, how do you do, fellow teens? Then proceeded to hand out pamphlets to promote Instagram.
But that's what all the teens love, pamphlets.
No teen would ever do that. No teen would ever be like, yo, check my Instagram pamphlet. They'd be like, this is the lamest thing I've ever heard of.
And even back when I was in high school, if someone would have given me a pamphlet like follow my MySpace,
it would have been in trash. I would have thrown that away.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Instantly.
Monday stunt at American Senior High School landed Audrey Francis Sweeney in jail, where she's facing charges of burglary, interfering with a school function, and resisting arrest without violence. Francis Sweeney started handing out pamphlets printed with her Instagram account after sneaking onto the campus around 8:30 a.m. She had a black backpack and carried a skateboard.
Yes! How do you do, fellow teens?
That's like, did she even know about the meme? That's like,
I hope she did. I hope she was like, no one will catch me.
She walked through the hallways recording herself. So school security tracked her down as she was wandering the hallways while students were in classrooms. An arrest report.
Well, there's the problem.
Yeah, what?
She's like, yeah, I won't go to class because I'll fit in. I'll fit in with these teens by not going to class.
She told investigators she was looking for the registration office.
Oh my God. She really tried to pull like, this is my first day.
Investigators said she headed towards the registration office but did not enter. Instead, she continued walking through the hallways, talking to students, news outlets reported. Security officers tried to catch up with her again, but she didn't stop. They notified the office of a security threat on campus. An officer spotted her walking across the faculty parking lot and told her to stop. She continued walking. Authorities tracked her down through her Instagram page and arrested her later Monday at her home in North Miami Beach. The school system will be conducting a thorough review of the incident. They will be looking into how she was able to sneak into the school and elude security several times. Records did not list a lawyer for Francis Sweeney, but she did post her arrest photo on her Instagram page, which has currently been deleted because it's not there.
I'm about to say, we need to see photos of her. Does she look like a teen?
Let's see.
There's no way.
I'll Google her name. No, she does not. Here you go.
No, she doesn't at all look like it. Why? All right. Why would she think that the place to go get people to follow her was a high school? Why would she think that those are the people she wanted to follow her? Also, the number of people at a high school, that's not. Imagine it's a high school of 4,000 people.
Yeah.
And let's say 1.1% of them actually would follow you. Why waste your time? That's a whole day wasted.
Yeah.
Why waste your time doing that?
Even if a student did that, they'd be like, I'm not following this kid shit.
Yeah, what a lame way to start. What's even crazier, so I went to go look this up, and I typed in woman poses as teenager, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not the story I found. Instead, I found woman 34 accused of posing a high school student for 7 months.
7 months?
In Texas, a 34-year-old woman. There's no way. This is so crazy. The quote is, everyone we talked to assumed she was a teenager like she was one of us because she looked like one. No way. She had friends. Everybody liked her. What the hell? How could she have been there for 7 months? We have no clue. That's a mystery.
What the shit?
She came to us with a guardian. There was no reason to be suspicious. Usually parents come in, they fill out paperwork, and we take their word for it. If they come from another school, you transfer the records. If they come from homeschool, you don't have those records. She acted like a kid. She did her homework. She got good report cards. They even show a picture where she had 100 on a test. What the hell?
She was dedicated.
What? She had friends and stuff. That's crazy. And none of them are like, this girl is 34 years old. I love that she got to redo high school. Good on her.
Yeah. Look at that. Most people are like, yeah, I'm never going to relive those days. She was like, nah, I'm doing it.
Her birth date was 1979.
My God.
This was in 2014. In 2014.
Yeah, she's
wild.
She's like 40 now.
Wild. I can't even believe that's so crazy. Yeah, she's like 42.
Mamma mia.
Maybe. I don't know what happened to her. Maybe she's like 12. Maybe she de-aged. We have no idea what's going on with her.
It's possible. There could be some like wacky one of those like weird wacky movies where it's like they swapped bodies with like maybe
I imagine it's possible.
Yeah, like we don't know, but we need a follow up.
There's so many of these. Philadelphia, a woman poses as teen to manipulate boy. A mom poses as 11-year-old girl. No way.
What the
No
shit?
way. No way. No way.
The thing is, like, obviously, like when you see that, you think like, oh, it's some like creepy dude being like, hey, who wants to be with me? But like, the one girl, she just wants to go to school.
Yeah. Another one in New York, a 32-year-old woman facing charges after posing as a homeless teen in an attempt to enroll in a New York high school. She told a school administrator she was 15-year-old Riley Madison. What the hell? This is madness. This happened. You're right. There's like, if it was a dude, it would be like, I'm doing something creepy. But all of these are like older woman decides, older woman. I say that like an idiot, but like compared to teens,
Yeah.
I'm older than every one of the women in the, but you know, like comparative to teens, decides I'm going to go back to school
Yeah.
and pretend I'm 15 for reasons I just don't know. But I love it. I love it.
It's crazy. That shit's crazy.
Wow. All right. Well, that is it for us. Although I'm not sure that's it for that story. There may be more about that. I mean, that's wild. All right. But we'll see y'all next time. Crendor, hit him with those socials.
Socials, youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. Give a like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment about weather places, leave a comment about whatever you want. Be like, Willy's Wonderland, more like Nic Cage Wonderland.
Yeah.
You can say
Yep.
that. Yeah, I
Nailed
mean,
it.
whatever you want. We're not going to judge you. Also, cut off the podcast part, and you'll go to youtube.com/Cox and Crendor, see all the funny animations. There's a new one that just came up last week. So if you missed that, it's me giving people the Denny's Grand Slam over League of Legends. It's some good stuff.
Yep.
Also, we're on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes. Give us good reviews there. Thumbs up, comment. Also, follow us on our other stuff. We got twitch.tv/Jesse Cox. Go there, watch the VOD. If you want to watch the movie, sync up. You got to rent it, but, you know, it's like $3. Twitch.tv/Crendor. If you like watching me play video games. Also, youtube.com/Jesse Cox, youtube.com/Crendor, twitter.com/Jesse Cox, twitter.com/Crendor, facebook.com/Jesse Cox, facebook.com/Crendor, Instagram, Notorious Cox, Instagram, Crendor's taken, youtube.com/Warhammer, Crendor if you like Warhammer.
He's doing it, Peter. Oh, sorry. You just zoomed through that.
I zoomed, dude. No, I didn't even have any mistakes. I only mistaked me talking about my mistakes.
Anyway, that's it. We'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody. And as always, to be continued.